Yes, guys, back again for another video today. How lucky you guys, twice in one day, but it's not coming with good news, unfortunately. So as the title says on the video, Tchouaméni, or Tchouaméni, or whatever name you want to pronounce it, is going to Real Madrid for a fee of around 80 million euros. With bonuses added on to that transfer, some reporting will take it close to 100 million euros in total. Look, we had the talk earlier on this morning. I did obviously my video this afternoon when I spoke about this, the deal with Carvalho. We talked about that, and we talked about Tchouaméni for a while. And yeah, I said, look, Madrid have got big pockets, guys. Madrid have got big pockets, and as soon as Monaco knew Real Madrid couldn't get Mbappé, and they had all that money, they had all that green. It was over. It was over for Liverpool. There's no way it can compete with Real Madrid. Monaco put up the transfer fee by a little bit, as you'd expect when they realised Real Madrid have come calling. Real Madrid never got Mbappé. I did say the Mbappé staying at PSG is a problem for everybody. I did say that. And the reason is because it causes a massive wave in the transfer market. So it's caused the Tchouaméni problem for Liverpool. We also still got to wait for the Salah problem. Real Madrid might still go after Salah yet. They still need a forward. So PSG keeping Mbappé was a problem to everybody, guys. As you know, unfortunately, that's the way these transfers go, and hopefully it can be sorted. Hopefully it can be sorted. But look, he's going to Madrid. We move on, guys. We find different players. Look, I trust Liverpool Football Club and everything about Liverpool Football Club to find brand new players and sort that out. But till then, we will do more gossip, more transfer news. Guys, if you know anybody we think we might go after, let me know in the chat. We're going to talk about it right now. We're going to talk about Liverpool's midfield conundrum, who we need to buy in that midfield, who we need to look at in what positions. And we're going to talk about that today, guys. Any possible other transfer news and rumours that come in through while we're live as well. Quite a lot of comments early on. You lot have been chatting before we went on live, I see. Ali A, I was wrong. F. Tchouaméni, go to Madrid, you waste man. No, you're rubbish over there. Ali. Luca, how did you get your channel to grow? Luca, just hard work, mate. Work my arse off on this channel. I'm on every day of the week, man. 7 days a week. 7 days a week I do a channel, I do a show. And like today, I'm on twice. Tomorrow I'm doing the Conference League final watch along. Then Thursday I was meant to do it Wednesday, but I forgot I got my watch along of the Conference League on Wednesday. So Thursday is my season awards video. Then Friday will be Champions League final preview, and then final on Saturday, Champions League final. Videos every day, mate. I work my butt off, Luca. Work my butt off. Not saying no one else does, but I graft, man. I really graft, and you know, a video out every day, sometimes 2 and 3 a day. Sometimes get 14, 15 videos in 1 week from me. So I do graft it out, man. And luckily, people like me. So, yeah, you guys are tremendous. Pablo, big up, well, lads. It was too good to be true. Stephen Connor in the house. How you doing, Stephen? Been a while. It's not necessary. It's not necessary for Madrid with losing Mbappé, in my opinion. We already have Casemiro, Valverde, Camavinga. They don't need 4 players to play in one position. Still think we've got a chance. No. What I've read, we'll get to it in a minute, is that Real Madrid see Casemiro. Real Madrid see Tchouaméni as the replacement for Casemiro, and Valverde and Camavinga as replacements for Kroos and Modric. So they got a brand new midfield three, probably for the next 10 years, straight away. It's good business. He's going to Madrid. It's done. We've moved. We need a centre mid. Ali, he's foolish then. He has more chances of starting for us than them. I haven't even mentioned Kroos and Modric. Isco. Oh, Isco's a waste, man. Isco's terrible. Ceballos, Jesus Christ. He went to Arsenal, and Arsenal didn't even want him. No. Stephen, you're forgetting it's Madrid. They always done this year. They ruined talent a lot too. It's to Stephen Connor. It's his choice. Got in him to be a sub for then like Camavinga is well move. Look, guys, the thing is, Camavinga and Tchouaméni are just buying their time, guys. You know, Modric is 36, Kroos is 32, Casemiro is 30. That midfield's played together for 8 years. They've got a brand new midfielder, Camavinga, Valverde, and Tchouaméni now for the next 10 years. They're going to be grand. They're going to be grand. True, if he doesn't want to come, we'll find someone else. Mate. Yeah, simple. Watch this space. What Liverpool will do now will have lost out of him. Remember, Paul Joyce said that Tchouaméni and Jude, that top 2 targets. Tchouaméni is one off the list. Hey, Jude. I think we're going to go for Sangara guy or whatever his name is. Yeah, I'll do as well. There's been a lot of reports just now. I think we're going to go for Sangara this season and then Jude next. I don't want that Sangara guy, but Basuma would be my choice. Yeah, Basuma's a player. This week has been horrible. Let's hope we win the Champions League. Only because I don't see Dortmund selling Bellingham this summer after losing Haaland. Neither do I. Basuma will be my next option after Tchouaméni. But it's legal case up in the air, so I don't think we'll go near him. And he is waiting for Arsenal because he's an Arsenal fan. That's true. We need a faster DM, guys. Do you know any? Yeah, Camavinga. Camavinga was he's around a while ago. We didn't do it though since they got Tchouaméni. No, Tushi, says Tasfia. How's it going, Jamie? That's mental. That's mental money. Big up, Steve. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I'm doing well. Big up, Jamie, mate. Hope you're well. Hope you're well too. John Moore in the house, my friend. Mbappé deal is F us up. Jamie, we can't lose Salah and Mane now after they look target. No way. I think we go for Fabio Vieira. So do I. And we play Hendo and Fab in the 6 next season. So do I. Just remember Paul Joyce tweet when Klopp signed a new deal. Our top 2 targets were Tchouaméni and Jude. Tchouaméni's off the table. Jude is next. I'll get to that in a minute, guys. Good on you, mate. Hope it's all going well. Big up, Stephen. Big up, Stephen. So much for Tchouaméni. Up first, spending big on Jude anyway. Nibor 2305. I personally think Mathis Nunes from Sporting would be a good alternative. Yeah, a lot of talk about that. A lot of talk about that fella as well. Jamrock in the house again. Honestly, we seem to have been his second choice. Yeah, and we were backup option. Madrid asked him to wait and see what happens with Mbappé deal. I'm not fussed yet. I agree. If it really wants 80 million and 1K from going to Madrid, I'll get 2 centimetres for that. To be honest, yeah, I agree. So let me just read something out here. Let me just get it up. Give this a little read. Yeah, don't fear, guys. No one should fear and worry. We're all going to be good, guys. Don't you worry. So, Tchouaméni has already communicated with teammates the intention to join Real Madrid. This is coming from Julian Maynard. He just dreams of playing for Real Madrid. Look, he's one of them players who come from that generation of football. When they're a kid, they look at, especially some foreign players and that French players and things like that. They look at Real Madrid. Real Madrid is just the tip of the iceberg, the team when they were that age. And you can't. That's where he wants to go, guys. That's where he wants to go. There is nowhere else the man wants to leave for. Yeah, Tchouaméni said in 2018, my favourite club has always been Barcelona. He said that as well because Barcelona were winning everything. Many clubs around the world want 22-year-old Tchouaméni with Liverpool and Real Madrid leading the race. Now it's reported he might go to Real Madrid. So it's just, there's not much we can actually do about it, guys. The man chose Real Madrid at the end of the day. He's going to Real Madrid. It just looks as simple as that. We've got to think of other options here, guys. We've got to think of other options. So thinking of options to Tchouaméni, there isn't many that spring up. I have said before, Sangara deserves Premier League. He's very good. Doucouré at Lens. This is what people are saying, these options. Good options at Porto. Plus, if Jude is an option the following year, maybe we'll do a stopgap fix. either way, signing will make you forget, is what people are saying. That is true. That is true. I'm really annoyed he's going to regret it on Saturday when we beat them, says Andrew. Ivan in the house. He knew Madrid was desperate. Also, after losing Mbappé, so could get more money. Also, yeah, that's a point. I'd rather get Gravenberch than a DM. Yeah, I mean Gravenberch looks like he's going to Bayern Munich, doesn't it? He looks like he's going to Bayern Munich. We do need a DM, guys. What DMs out there do you think? Because we've got to think of it now. I love Hendo. Hendo's getting on now, and Fabinho is a quality defensive midfielder, but he has no turnaround pace. So players can run past Fabinho at ease sometimes, which you see in the Man City games recently. So we need a quick defensive midfielder. Basuma, I suppose, probably hits the mark. I would say Basuma probably hits the mark. But with his court case, I just don't know if top teams are going to take a chance on him, because it's all about PR, ain't it? Can you imagine if he gets found guilty in Liverpool Football Club by Basuma, then on the front page it's going to be Liverpool Football Club footballer guilty of so-and-so, and it sells every paper in the world. There's no way in hell, Liverpool Football Club are going to touch that. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know when his court case is. I really don't. If it's before the end of the transfer window, then I think Basuma could be a big. I think we could get Basuma for like 40 million as well. I don't think it would cost a lot to get Basuma. Top draw player, would play that defensive midfield role really, really well. It's a tough one, isn't it? It is a real tough one, guys. There you go. A-Cash says it perfectly. Basuma would be perfect for us. I think he would as well. I would spend big on a starting 8 using that 6 as cover. Jamie, I want Jude. That's the only player I want now to make a statement, but I don't see it this summer. Maybe bringing a forward like the Diaz deal. Ivan says, who do you want? Phillips? Yeah, Basuma. Basuma, we need a little better. I think Basuma's a good footballer. Put him in a DM role in a Liverpool team, I think he'd be all right. Gravenberch, another good footballer, but he's not a DM, more as a number 8, ain't he? Tell you what, DMs are hard to find. Quality DMs are really hard to find. I can't think of many quality, brilliant, top-tier defensive midfielders out there in Europe. I really can't. There might be some good ones in the South American market. I can't think of any of them in the European market right now. Gravenberch fee will be a little over 25 million euros, which is why I wanted we could have blown buying out of the water. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know why. Look, at the end of the day, we don't know who the club are looking at. I think sometimes we look at players and think, yeah, we should get them players in the club. But then the club look at other players that half the time we are not ever looking at. Look, I don't remember anyone saying we should go and buy Andy Robinson from Hull or Diogo Jota from Wolves. Do you know what I mean? And then the club were looking at them players and brought them in. And now look at them. It's a difficult one. Defensive midfield is... anyone who knows any, just put it in the comments. We'll talk about it. We'll debate about it. It's what I like. This is a good debate show, guys. Let's debate on players. Speak to John Henry about Duke. Jamie, I wouldn't buy a DM. Buy an 8 and use Hendo as DM. I mean, you could use Hendo as a stopgap DM for next season with Fabinho, and then go again the following summer for a DM. I think over the next 2 to 3 seasons, Liverpool will really completely update their midfield. We just can't do it in one season. That's just the difference. I think over 2 and 3 season period, Liverpool's midfield will look completely and utterly different. It's just going to take time. Hey, Cash. Lemire from Leipzig. He was good in Europe at semi-finals. Yeah, I've seen that name put around. He was good in the semi-finals, to be fair. Decent-looking player. Leipzig have a thing of bringing through and creating good footballers at that club. Liverpool obviously got some history of Leipzig by Naby Keita, were in the market for Werner at the time. So Liverpool might have a bit of a good communication with Leipzig, so that might be a player to look out for, guys. RB Leipzig plays a very high pressing style, same as us. Yeah, exactly. That's why we go to them sort of teams. Declan Rice, but I can't see us playing what West Ham would want. De Jong is another one. Yeah, I've seen the name De Jong. There's a few names online at the moment on Twitter that some journalists have put out, like about 4 or 5 names that Liverpool are interested in, and De Jong is one of them. Lamar, is it Lamar or Lamar? He's one of them as well. Jude Bellingham's one of them. So Liverpool are definitely looking. Declan Rice would be perfect for Liverpool Football Club. But there's no way in hell Liverpool going to pay what West Ham want. And that's why Declan Rice will not leave West Ham until his contract runs out. Because no one's going to pay 100 million for Declan Rice. He's a good footballer, but he's not 100 million. I'm going to take it. This is Phil in the house. Brighton fleeced Arsenal 50 million for Ben White. How much will they demand for Basuma? Think looking into European leagues is better value for money, but obviously more scouting involved. Yeah, I mean, if you've got a good scouting network, you can buy quality players in them European leagues. You really can. To be fair, you'll get Basuma for far cheaper than Ben White. I think you could probably pick Basuma up for 40 mil. If you offer 40 mil for Basuma to Brighton, I think you get him. I really do. There isn't a lot of DMs out there. Get to see it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Proper defensive midfielders are so hard to pick, guys. Proper defensive midfielders. Very, very hard to get a real elite top draw one to your team. Most of the best DMs out there are all tied down to their football clubs. You know, Fabinho, Casemiro, say a couple. They're all tied down, guys, and it'd be very, very hard. It'd be very hard to get them in. I can understand why people are saying just get a centre midfielder and then get a DM, use Hendo as the 6 for Fabinho and get a centre midfielder in at 8 that can play box to box, roaming midfielder. So then Hendo's not playing so much, so he can come in for Fabinho when needed. That makes sense to me. And then the following season, get your DM that can finally replace Fabinho in a couple of seasons' time. That would make sense to me. He's a strong target, but he won't be leaving until next year. Sorry. I mate, hope you're well. Chris in the house, ain't doing well, mate. Ruben Neves can play both 8 and 6. I like Ruben Neves. I think Ruben Neves could do a job, but the rumour is Wolves want 70 million for him. Yeah, Wolves want apparently 70 million for Ruben Neves. And if that's the case, I ain't touching Ruben Neves for 70 million. Because of his age, he's like only 23, 24 or something like that, isn't he? He's good footballer, though. Really good footballer. I think Ali earlier said he's not a fan of Ruben Neves, but I think Ruben Neves is a very good footballer. He plays for Wolverhampton Wanderers, so he can't express himself as much for Wolves as he would, say, if he played for Liverpool. Same as Diogo Jota. He couldn't express himself properly because how Wolves play. So, but you see the difference when he comes to an elite side. Cry me a real bad Tchouaméni. F. Tchouaméni, hope he suffers on the weekend when we beat Madrid, regrets his decision. McGinn can play both 2 plus that Luis guy from Villa. John McGinn. Now, I like McGinn. I'll tell you what, though, a lot of fans will go mental calling it an underwhelming transfer. But I actually like John. I rate John McGinn. I really do. I think he's a good player. But I think he's more squad player. I think Liverpool are looking for a central midfielder that plays in the first 11 straight away. That's why they were looking at Tchouaméni. That's why they're looking at Jude Bellingham. These two kind of players are not players that just come into the team to sit on the bench or the squad. They come in to be in the first 11. I think that John McGinn would just come in to sit on the bench and play part games, but still a good squad player. Kimmich, I doubt he would ever leave. Kimmich is never leaving Germany. No way. Akash, I saw some games of PSV. That Sangra guy is the same as Fabinho, but very slow. Yeah, this is the problem. I mean, Fabinho's not exactly quick, you know what I mean? So I want a defensive midfielder that's just got a little bit more about him pace-wise. And because then you could play Fabinho with another defensive midfielder and go really strong in the midfield. Jane Fitzgerald shouts, I want number 6. I want a number 6 and a number 8. I'm trying to rebuild our midfield while we have the money. No, I agree. I think the midfield's the area it only needs rebuilding at this moment in time. You look at the defensive part of Liverpool. You got Robbo and Tsimikas at left back. You got Van Dijk, who can go for another few years yet. You got Matip, Konate, and Gomez. You got Trent on the right. You're probably getting Ramsey in from Aberdeen to be his backup right back. So that's sorted. Up front, you got Carvalho, who will probably play in the forward areas for me. Who else you got? Jota, Mane and Salah, Bobby. So, and Diaz, obviously. So, we're almost, Diaz is 25, Jota's 25, 26. So them two are already going to be taking over the original front three eventually. I think Mane or Mo might leave. I think Mane or Mo, one of them might leave this summer. If they do, I think we rebuild by buying another attacker in the summer. This Vieira guy from Porto, what does everyone know about him? Liverpool are heavily linked with this Vieira fella from Porto. I think he's got a buyout clause of 14 million euros. What does everyone think about him? It's saying I think Liverpool got a good contact with Porto. So what do you guys think about that deal? Let me know. So I think that's one that makes sense in a way, business-wise. I've seen him play. I think he's a decent footballer. He's only young. I think he's like 20, ain't he? He's a decent footballer. He's quick. He can pass. He can move around. He's technical on the ball. He likes them short passes, 5 yards here, 10 yards on the ball passes, on the floor passes. He likes to be on the ball. He suit our system, in my opinion. I think he'll suit our system. Let me know what you think about him as well, guys. Yeah, you're right about the DM being tied down. Yeah, I mean, it's just the quality DMs out there are not available at the moment. Trudon back in the house. Big blow, to be honest. A lot of Liverpool fan base wanted a statement signed after City signed Haaland. I think what people forget is we did buy a start. We bid. Look, I'm going to say this now. Man City bought Haaland, and a lot of Liverpool fans are like, well, we got to equal it. We got to equal what Haaland going to Man City. But in a way, Liverpool have already done it with Diaz. Diaz got that star statement signing, but it was in January. And I'll tell you the good thing about getting Diaz in January. Diaz has had his 4 months to bed into Liverpool and understand the way Liverpool and Klopp play. Learn English as well at the same time so he can talk to his teammates. But when it comes to the summer, Diaz will be ready to go. Diaz will be ready to go because he's there 4 months previously. Haaland, no matter how good Haaland is, now great people believe Haaland is, he probably is. He's still going to need bedding in. He's still not going to be bedding in. He might hit the ground running, but he might still need bedding in, where Diaz has already had that. So I do believe Liverpool have bought the star player, but because we bought him in January, everyone's sort of not forgotten about it, but put it to the side a bit because, that was a January transfer. This is summer. Diaz was a star player, man. It was a statement signing. Don't be underestimating Diaz. He's going to be the true thing. I'm telling you guys. But I think we need a statement signing in midfield. That's where we need it, not the forward areas. Unless Mane or Salah leave, unless one of them leave, we need to get another forward. If they don't, we need a statement midfielder. Definitely. Hard to get a DM who would want to be back up. Yeah, exactly. I agree, however, I still want 2 centimetres. If Tchouaméni went for 8 million euros, I'm good on that. He's worth that. Yeah, same. Big up Jay. Thought this would be the case. It's been a dream to go in Madrid for a while. Yeah, exactly. Come and say hello. Come and say hello. Say hello.
Hi.
Say hello.
Hello.
Yeah, sorry, that's my daughter Penny. Everyone knows Penny now. Yeah, I agree. Barcelona want Neves. Yeah, Barcelona want him and Arsenal want him, I do believe. But Wolves want 70 million. 70 million. Calvin Phillips is probably leaving Leeds, maybe him. That's a good defensive midfielder. Oh, I'm torn on Calvin Phillips, guys. How does everyone feel on Calvin Phillips as a footballer? I'm a bit torn on him, to be fair. How many games has he played this season? He can't have played many games this season. He's always been injured, ain't he? I think he's decent. I'm not sure he's the level that Liverpool need. I'm not sure. Is he the level Liverpool needs? He is decent though, but my God, the English tax on him would be huge. He might as well go in the foreign market. And the only player I think Liverpool spend on big is Jude, Jamie. Why does LFC journalists keep saying Jude for Liverpool? He's the target for Dortmund, so some of that is annoying. Yeah, I think Liverpool are definitely in for Bellingham. It'd be neglectful if they weren't, to be fair. It'd be neglectful if they wasn't. But it's very hard to get a player of that quality. Guys, 22 likes so far. 40 of you watching. Let's get these likes up to 30, guys. 8 more likes. That fun button right under the screen, if no one knows, it is a like button. So if you like what you're watching, just hit that fun button. And let's get them likes up to 30, guys. Come on. And if you like what you're watching, always can subscribe to the channel. Videos every day of the week. I love watching Real Madrid cry over Mbappe's contract. The same Madrid that paid Gareth Bale so much he couldn't move anywhere as nobody could match it. They were signing Tchouaméni out of spite. Yeah, I mean, that's true, Bill. Very true. Very true. What is it they put Bale on? 600 grand a week. 600 grand a week. And he couldn't go anywhere because no one would buy him. And then Real Madrid hated him. I've never seen a team turn on a player in my life like Real Madrid turned on Gareth Bale. It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. But they're the ones who paid him 600 grand a week. I do want to know. I wonder if anyone can find out what Madrid are willing to pay to Tchouaméni. I'd love to find that out. I don't know if I can find it. We probably ain't going to hear it yet. But let me know. I wonder what they're going to pay him. That would be interesting. Really would be. Really would be. We identified Tchouaméni. We should have negotiated last year on a pre-deal and moved on a number of veteran midfielders this summer. Who would you move on, Jamrock? Let me know you'd move on. Be interested to know. Gagan Deep, how are you? So you reckon Naby, Ox and Curtis Jones line will leave? I think Ox is definitely going to leave, my man, Gagan Deep. I think Ox is definitely going to leave. I think Naby stays and signs a new contract. Depending on who we get in midfield, Curtis Jones might go on loan. But I think out of all them three, at this moment in time, I think Ox will go. But we hold on to our midfielders. Jamie, have you made me a mod? Dazzler in the house. I'm not sure, Dazzler. Let me have a look. I can't remember. Be fair, let's have a look, Dazzler. I can though. There you go. There you go, Dazzler. All done, my son. All done. Next time you comment, Dazzler, you should see a blue spanner next to your name. Jam, right, we get an 8 this summer and have Endo and 6, then in 2020 we get a DM to replace Hendo. That's how I'd probably go about it. Cash, Vieira's attacking midfield, not DM or an 8 in my opinion. Yeah, I do like what I see from him, Lone. If he's only 14 million, I would definitely like him around the midfield setup. I don't know about you guys. I'll be honest, Jota's overall game worries me when considering him as a player to take over one of the front three. I get what you mean. His link-up play. Look, it's funny, ain't it, how we come around, ain't it? We got a player in Jota who's got 20 goals this season in all competitions. It's madness. And some of us, we're still questioning parts of his game. And rightly so as well. I question part of his games as well. Not just yourself, Gagan Deep. I question some of his game. His link-up play is poor at times. It really is. It is poor at times. And sometimes I feel we can do better in certain scenarios. I like Jota off the left-hand side. I know some people like him through the middle because of his goal scoring. I'm going to say I really like Jota off the left hand side when he's running at defenders. That's when Jota's at his best. When he's taking defenders on, dropping the shoulder. He's quite good at taking players on. He's good in the dribble, you know, and that's where I like him. But Jota's problem is he's got Diaz there now. Diaz is going to play that central area at that left hand side. Mane's playing central. So I don't know. I think Jota has to fit in where he can at this moment in time. But I do like Jota, and I'm glad we got him. Portuguese midfielder debunked the low clause for Fabio. It's closer to 50 million. Oh, fair enough. I haven't heard that, but thank you for letting me know, my friend. Even 50 million, I'd sign him. I think he's a top draw footballer. I would have loved Kesse, but he's off to Barca. Yeah, I saw Kesse's a bit slow as well, though, ain't he? But I get what you mean. Kesse's decent. Don't get me wrong. Kesse's decent. It's just, you know, when we played AC Milan Champions, I just found him a bit slow. But Jane, we need a centre mid. Obviously, leaving Cater is in his last year, and Hendo's 31, Thiago's 31. Yeah, we need a centre midfielder. There's no doubt about it. We need a centre midfielder, guys, in the summer. That is probably the one area Liverpool go really look at the most. I think after the Saturday, guys, after the Champions League final, I wouldn't be surprised sometime next week you hear a lot more stuff coming out. I wouldn't be surprised after the Champions League final that Salah and Mane signed new contracts. Wouldn't shock me at all. Wouldn't shock me at all. I think we've got to wait till after Saturday, guys. I think a lot of what we're talking about now will come into a bit more reality after Saturday. Come on, guys, only 23 likes, 37 of you watching. Hit the thumb button. Hit the thumb, guys. Hit that thumb right there under the screen. That thumb emoji under the screen. Hit it, guys. If you press that, it gives you a like on the video. So make sure you get them likes up, guys. I'd appreciate it. I would love Dennis Sicario, who plays both centre. Yeah, good putt. Another good one, Chris. Well done, my man. Vieira's good. I like him. He's creative. Diaz will be better next season, half the season. Just need to be on his finishing. Yeah, Ivan, definitely. Vieira's a good player. And don't forget, Vieira obviously knows Diaz. So there's a combination there straight away, which will be very good and very interesting. Yeah, Vieira's good. He's a good footballer. And you're right about Diaz. Diaz is going to be gravy next season. I've already said he'll score over 20 goals next season. We don't need a statement sign, just the right sign. It's exactly, Edward. Exactly. Sandro Tonali. Yeah, another one. Stephen, that is another one that one of the reporters put down on Twitter. So it was Tonali, geezer from PSV. Someone else said one earlier in the chat as well. There's like 3 or 4. It's like 3 or 4. Graham in the house. Who do you want in midfield, Jamie? I'll be honest, I like Basuma at Brighton. I like Vieira at Porto. And I love Gravenberch at Ajax, but I think Gravenberch might be going by Munich. And obviously I like Jude Bellingham, but he ain't going nowhere this summer because I think Liverpool could do a deal and get Bellingham the following summer, sort of like they did with Naby Keita. We have missed a boat on Jude. We are more likely to get Joe, but it's reality with our model. Yeah, that is true, Gagan Deep. That is true. Tonali isn't leaving Milan. Hello. Take El Neni. Oh dear. Take El Neni. No, you're all right, Graham. We're leaving with you, man. We'll let you suffer. We'll let you suffer. We'll let you suffer with El Neni, my friend. We'll let you suffer. Hey, Penny, the boss of the channel. Yeah, my daughter is the boss. She tells me everything I can and can't do. She's the superstar of this channel. Just going from school and everything. She's doing good, though. She's doing good. What about Rice? Love Declan Rice, Graham. I think Declan Rice actually suits Liverpool Football Club down midfield. And he's extremely good at reading the game. Declan Rice, extremely good at reading the game. And I think he'd be exceptional in this Liverpool midfield. The problem is West Ham want over 100 million for him. And there's not anyone in the Premier League that is going to pay over £100 million for Declan Rice. And if they do, they've just got more money than sense. They really have. If you can afford to pay 100 million, you just got too much money. It's just ridiculous. I mean, I think West Ham have ruined it because Declan Rice is not signing a new contract. He is not signing a new contract at West Ham. That ain't going to happen. I think he's got 2 years left on his deal. I think he just sees him out. Or he stays at West Ham for next season, and then the season after, West Ham will just have to take what they can for him because he'll have a year left on his contract. He's going to City. Who's going to City? Rice. I don't see Declan Rice going to City. I'm not that high on him, but looks like City are eyeing him up for Fan and Dino. Who are we talking about here? Who are we? I've gone so far past chats. Who the hell are we talking about? Who's going to City for Fernandinho? Let me know, Edward. I've gone so past the chats, I can't remember now. I'm sorry, I'd rather have Ruben over Phillips, James. Yeah, so would I. I also think Mane will leave this summer. Danjuma is a great replacement, so he can play as a forward on both wings. Hey, Cash, that's a good point. The only problem with the Danjuma one is that Liverpool were looking at Danjuma when he was at Bournemouth, but Liverpool didn't want to pay the 25 million that Bournemouth asked for, so he went to Villarreal. Now he's at Villarreal. They want money back on 25 million, which means Liverpool will have to pay more than they didn't want to pay at Bournemouth. Do you see what I mean? I don't know if that'll work. It just says he's bang average anyway. Ruben can be the Thiago replacement for the future. Play DM when he needs to, and he's a leader. Yeah, I like Ruben Neves. I really do. I'm with you, Pablo. I really am. Ruben's perfect for us now in the future. I totally agree. You don't have to convince me, Pablo. You might have to convince the others, but I'm with you. Pape Sarr, he plays for Mets, but only problem he's on loan from Spurs, so could go back there. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Spurs want him, so I think he might stay in the French league. I think Phillips staying at least next season, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, I doubt we'd pay 70 mil, but we would pay 50 mil, I reckon. Yeah, I think we would. We've got a good relationship with Wolves. Rafael Leao would be a class signing from AC Milan. Yeah, a lot of people talking about him at the moment. Raging Pot. A lot of people talking about him at the moment. I don't know. He's a foot. Is he a winger? Is he playing the left hand side of the wing? I can't. I'm trying to remember the last time I see him play. Or I might be thinking of a totally different player. But I swear he plays on the left hand side. Let me know. I can't remember. Ivan, love Oxford needs to go. He certainly does, my friend. James Finch, it would have to be Ox and Milner. Yeah, I think Ox and Milner are going, Jamrock. Don't worry about that, my friend. I think Milner and Ox are leaving. There's no doubt about that. House of Hoff, big up to you. So if Real signs Tchouaméni, what would mean Camavinga might be rethinking his position. Liverpool might do well test the water. Well, what I'm reading, House of Hoff, what I've read so far is that Real Madrid want a midfield free for the next 10 years of Valverde, Camavinga, and Tchouaméni. That's what they want, that to replace Modric, Kroos, and Casemiro now. So they're already future-proofing their midfield. But I get what you're saying, because Camavinga's a baller. Jota's been playing better on the left. Yeah, I like Jota on the left. I love it when he runs at players. Jota is so much better when he's got the ball deep on the left-hand side and he's running towards defenders. Miles better. Maxine Carquois from Leon says, sign him, and not really heard of him, Edward. Maybe Real Madrid prepared for their future midfield with Tchouaméni and Camavinga in it. Yeah, I think that's what they're doing. They're future-proofing their midfield. 106 mil Champions League, 20 mil Ox. 106 million from Champions League, 20 million Ox, 20 million Taki. There's a lot of funds for Jude. That's probably all Jude. To be fair, that's with wages, sign-on fee, and transfer. That is probably all Jude. I get that. Nice one. No worry, Dazzler. No worry, Muffin. I think LFC could do something special if they move for Hassan Boy, who is 23 and might be available for around 25 million. Not at all. What was this geezer the talk of the town in the summer, weren't he? I heard Liverpool journalists, Man City journalists, Man United journalists, Arsenal journalists, Tottenham journalists, all chatting about OR in the summer, and nothing happened. No one's moved on him, and now I hear he's worth around 20 to 25 million this summer. Is that because his contract's ending? I reckon someone goes big on him. I think he goes to Newcastle, though. I wouldn't be surprised. I've heard rumours that he might go to Newcastle. Looking forward to the Champions League final, mate. We should be proud of our boys. Yeah, super proud of our boys. Champions League final's going to be good. I can't wait. I'm in Liverpool for it. With all the other YouTubers, Liverpool YouTubers, it's going to be an amazing, amazing time. I can't wait for it. Jamie, the Jude Bellingham rooms will come after Champions League. Watch this space. I think we'll know a lot more after Saturday, guys. After Saturday night, come Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I think we'll know a lot what's going on. Lewandowski going to Barca, but Bayern replacement first. Yes, so that, guys, talking about Mane there, let's just quickly talk about it. So update on Lewandowski. This is what Florian Plettenberg on Twitter is saying at the moment. So there's a verbal agreement with Barcelona for Lewandowski. He could sign a 3-year contract until 2025. Also, due to Fabrizio Romano, his financial demands are no problem for the club. Bayern will allow him to leave if they get Kalajdzic or Mane to replace him first. So that will... I don't know who that geezer is, guys. I don't know who that is. Kalajdzic. Kalajdzic. I don't know how you pronounce it. But yeah, apparently Bayern Munich are looking at him or Mane. If they get one of them in first, they'll sell Lewandowski to Bayern. Yeah, it's a strange one. It's a strange one. Let me know what you think, guys. Let me know what you think in the chat as well. Someone's got to take Saka. Jesus Christ. The man's depressed. I'll take Saka in an instant. Saka's been uncoached at Arsenal. That's my worry for Saka. I look at Saka and I think, Jesus Christ, he should have kicked on more now. He really should have kicked on a bit better. But he's getting coached by Arteta. The man needs to leave. James Richard, Jordan will be 32 in less than a month. I'm all right with that, mate. I'm all right with 32 endo. I'm all right with a 32 endo. Especially playing that number 6 role. Let's face it, the older you are, sort of better in that number 6 role. You really are. I think Endo, as the season's gone on, has actually been better. I think he's done well this season, Endo. As the season has gone on, I think Endo's improved. We might disagree on that one, Jamrock. I don't mind disagreeing with you fella time to time, but I like Endo. I think Endo's still important to us for another year or two. I reckon we'll sign Bellingham next summer, to be honest. What do you think, Jamie? I think we're very, very interested in Jude Bellingham, as we should be. Otherwise, we'd be neglecting our duties as a football club our size. But it all depends. Sometimes circumstances in the moment makes big transfers. Do you know what I mean? The thing with Jude Bellingham, once one club goes in for Jude Bellingham, you're going to get a transfer war between them. Unless someone can go in there quickly and just get the job done and pay. If one club hears that another one's got, so if someone hears Liverpool are in for Jude Bellingham, then you get Barcelona really like Jude Bellingham, or Man United really like Jude Bellingham, or Man City really like Jude Bellingham. Then you're going to get this like tug of war, and his transfer value is just going to go higher and higher and higher. But we're definitely interested. Jude Bellingham ain't leaving this summer. Dortmund, I go, yeah, he ain't leaving this summer. Next summer, maybe. Would you go for Martinelli? I like Martinelli, really do, but I don't like him as much as Saka. I hear a lot of talk about Martinelli, and I think he does look good. He's got no end. His end product's poor, and Saka's end product's not as much, not better. No, don't get me wrong, but I think Saka's a bit more versatile than what Martinelli is. I think Saka can play on either wings. I think he can play right or left. I think he can even drop him down a little bit deeper. I really like Saka. I like Eze at Palace as well. Eze at Palace in the midfield area. There's one we haven't spoke about, guys. Eze at Crystal Palace. I know he's a youngling, but my God, he's a baller. If you watched him at Crystal Palace all season, guys, he's a tremendous talent. Eze or Elise at Crystal Palace, especially Eze in that midfield. There's a player, guys. What do you think about that, guys? Eze in midfield. Really, I'd lose my shit if we signed Tonoli. He's my current favourite Italian player. I'll big up Ed. I've never really seen much of him, to be honest. I've only seen bits. Sakara went to Juventus in January. Yeah, he did, didn't he? Vitinha, he was another one who got linked. Yeah, he's one of the other geezers. I think we'll definitely get one. James Madison's been good getting this bit in midfield. Madison's a very good talent. How much do you think Leicester would want for Madison, though? Come on. I mean, 70, 80 million? They asked 80 million for Maguire. Leicester are very, very hard to deal with. Very hard to deal with. Guys, there's 62 of you in the chat right now. 35 likes. I want 5 more likes to hit 40. 5 more likes to hit 40, guys. Let's go for it. 60 of you in the chat. Just 5 more times. Hit that thumb under the screen, guys. 5 more times. We're on 37 now. 3 more, guys. Let's get to 40. Big up to everyone. The way Klopp talks about Martinelli, I think a lot more interest. I just think he... Oh, you mean Phillips going to City? Oh, yeah. I remember. Yeah. Yeah, I think Klopp just appreciates talent when he sees it. I really do. I think same with Pep Guardiola. When he sees a talent in football, I think Klopp just appreciates talent. And Martinelli is a talent. Liverpool have been scouting Saka for a long time, though. Liverpool scouted Saka when Saka was in Arsenal's under-23 team, and were trying to make a deal for him before he even got promoted into Arsenal's first team. That's how far back he goes. Yeah, I'm with you now, Chris and Edward. No worries. I think Phillips to City makes a lot of sense, but I don't think, because, Man United wanted him as... shit, I just dropped my fucking phone. Oh, dear. I think... I mean, Man United are after Phillips as well. Phillips is a Leeds boy. There's no way he's going to Man United. Jesus Christ. But I can see him going to Man City. Yeah, this is depressing. 7 years ago today, we were smacked 6-1 at Stoke. How far we have come, I know. That's so depressing, ain't it? Oh, God. 7 years ago today, we were beaten up by Stoke City away from home on the last game of the season. Gerrard getting the consolation goal, by the way. But, yeah, Jesus Christ. Then we went into the next season and still kept Brendan Rodgers. We went, oh yeah, we got panned 6-1 in the last game of the season, but we're going to keep Brendan Rodgers. And then we went into the new season. We didn't really buy you that well either that summer. And then Klopp came in October, and then look at the way we are now. Turned us completely around. Now the game where Rodgers should have been sacked, absolute criminal way, stayed on for months after that. Yeah, it was bad, wasn't it? So Edwards going, Ox Taki Gomez and 60 million for Rice. Would you do it? Would they accept? Jesus. Would Gomez attack you and Ox accept? That's the other thing you got. It's really hard doing player deals with money, like doing add-ons with players. It's such a hard thing to do because you've also got to agree for that player to want to go to that club at the same time. But yeah, it's a bit like FIFA career mode, ain't it? I'll just give you this, and this, and 5 million. There you go, job done. It's just not. I just don't see that happening, Edward. I don't see that happening. I do see Ox in. I know West Ham are interested in Ox. I think Taki's getting interest from Leeds and Lazio, and Gomez is interested. Villa are interested in Gomez, but I just don't see Gomez going anywhere. I really don't. So many people in the chat today. Big up to everyone in the chat. So Mbappé spoke with us then. If FSG really had the ambition for the LFC, they'd have given them $4 million a week, 35% of the club shares, and renamed Anfield the stadium. Decline Killian, another missed opportunity. Edward, I've seen that somewhere today already, my man. I agree, look. I agree. It's just never going to happen. It's just stupid, ain't it? It's just stupid. I think Milner staying. If not, he would have got sent off at the weekend. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, that is true. That is true. But I don't think he's decided yet. I think that's one of the main things he hasn't decided. Jamie, can you imagine the boy announced Jude and Jude's on the Champions League final for ESL? I think we might do. I think. Do you know when we after we lost the Champions League final Real Madrid a few years ago, 2 days later, literally 2 days later, Fabinho signed for Liverpool. I got a feeling what will happen is after the Champions League final Saturday, no matter what happens, Salah and Mane sign new deals. I reckon that's what will happen. I reckon it'll just happen out of nowhere. We'll get a notification on Twitter like Monday afternoon, breaking news: Salah and Mane sign new deals for Liverpool Football Club. I think something like that might happen. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week, something like that. Wouldn't shock me at all. Camavinga is so good. No way Raul let him go down now. Camavinga stay. Camavinga's different. He's a baller, man. Absolute baller. Gang deep. I would like Nunez or Nkunku as a forward option. Nkunku for Firmino replacement and Nunez a replacement for a Origi type target man, especially when we are spamming across a certain game. Yeah, I get that. But I think the Bobby replacement is Carvalho, my man. I think Carvalho is the Bobby replacement. Liverpool have already said they see Carvalho as an attacker playing in one of the front three areas. Also can play a number 10. And they made that quite clear about the number 10 role. So that just tells me false 9 area, floating attacker, bit like Phil Coutinho, a bit like Bobby Firmino. That's how I think they see Carvalho. Ruben Neves is the perfect Thiago replacement. Jamie can play in both positions, but future-wise is perfect. I agree with that. Because there ain't many players like Thiago's a very old-fashioned type of player. There ain't a lot of players like Thiago nowadays. But Ruben Neves does play with that. He has got that playmaking ability. The problem for Neves, he can't show that playmaking ability off at Wolves because Wolves play such a pragmatic style of football. So he hasn't got players in front of him to show that he's that sort of playmaker. So if you put him in a Liverpool team where you have about 8 players in front of him all the time, you know, he can show off his playmaking skills. At Wolves, he can't do it because everyone's behind him. You know what I mean? That's why I like him. I have a feeling Milner signs a 1-year contract extension. I'm going to say it now. I think everyone signs new contracts. There you go. I'm going to put it out in the atmosphere now. I think everybody signs new contracts at Liverpool that's out of contract next season or this season. I think everyone signs new contracts. So that's Bobby, Mane, Salah, and James Milner. I'm going to say it right. Let's see if that happens. Won't be shocked. Newcastle raid Leon and get old. Yeah, they want what's Bruno Guimaraes' best mate? Used to play for AC Milan, I think, Brazilian. Very, very good footballer. How Quetta is it? I think Newcastle are very interested in him, but yeah, Awar is I think Newcastle actually favourites to buy Awar. My God, so brace it against Man Legends deserves a free transfer. You look great as well. You look tremendous. You see the free kick Mark Gonzalez scored? Fucking beauty. Absolute beauty. I think Nunez does sit. Look, I'm going to talk about Nunez 1 second, guys, because I know a lot of people, you know, really rave and rate Nunez. So let me just talk about Nunez quickly. Apart from when he played Liverpool, I want everyone to be really, really honest here, right? I want everyone to be absolutely honest. How many times has everyone seen Nunez play this season? Be honest, guys. How many times has everyone seen Nunez play this season? I've only seen him play a handful of times, and that's because of Champions League football. I do not watch Portuguese football. I can't get Portuguese football. So, so be honest, guys. My problem is when we look at players like Núñez and stuff like that, they have good games against us. You know, they look good against other certain teams when they play Champions League games. But because we're not watching them every single week in the Portuguese league, we don't know how many bad games Núñez has in a season. He could have about 15 really bad games, and we just don't know. But then we see the good games, if you know what I mean. But what I saw of Núñez in the Champions League, he's very much a Klopp-like striker, attacker. He's not an out-and-out number 9 because he floats around. You know, an out-and-out number 9 don't really float. He's not a proper old-school number 9, like a Lewandowski. He's not like that. He can drift out wide, go out on the left a little bit. You know, he can play out on the left as well. And, I saw him when he played against Liverpool. His main position was out on the left-hand side. Just thinking back now. A lot of his goals came from starting on the left-hand side and then came in. A bit like how Diaz does on the left and Salah does on the right. So I could see Núñez in a Liverpool shirt. Yes, I could. But, like I say, and I'm honest, I have not seen much of him, only in Champions League football. So in them games, he looks great. I don't know how many actual bad games he had in a whole season because I don't watch the Portuguese league. Hope that makes so I'm cool with him coming because what I did see was good. I hope everyone understands what I mean anyway. I hope you guys will know what I mean. I'm not completely ruling out Bellingham this summer, as Dortmund might think of getting a big price for him now and let him leave on the cheap this summer. I will say one thing, Jude. Borussia Dortmund are stacking up players. And they just bought their 5th player already or something like that. I saw it the other day. So maybe they are thinking about, might let him go. Lad from Stuttgart surprised Bayern cleaning talent up from the Bundesliga. Oh yeah, Bayern would just anyone that's quality in Germany, Bayern are sucking him up. They're like, we'll have him. Mane can still go for another few seasons. Replacing him right now is impossible. Yeah, I agree. I don't want Mane to go anywhere. Jude wants Liverpool, Jamie. That is the problem. Yeah, Jude is a big Liverpool fan. Well, I don't know if he's a big Liverpool fan, but his idol was Stevie Gerrard. For other clubs, yeah. Should we go in on Dybala or just move for Darwin Núñez to replace Origi if Mane leaves? I don't like. Right, I'm going to say this now. I don't like Dybala. I think I'm not going to say he's average, but he's just a good footballer. I don't think he's top level, world-class potential or anything like that. He might have been if it weren't for his injury problems. He has had a lot of injury problems in his career. I don't think he's that tier of player that can be world-class to elite level. So you know what I mean? I think he's just a good to very good player. I don't think he's world-class to top tier elite. Does that make sense? But I wouldn't go near him because of his injury record. But what I've seen of Darwin Núñez in the Champions League, he looks more like a Liverpool type player than what Dybala does. Bellingham's idol is Gerrard, that's correct. And Nick Nack, my favourite crisps. Martinelli is good, but far from prolific. Yeah, exactly, Nick Nack, exactly. I'm not saying Hendo should leave. I was correcting someone who said he was fake. Oh, right. I frankly want to see Hendo here. I frankly wouldn't want to see Hendo here past 3-4, to be honest. Yeah, I think give Hendo another season, and then we see how we go from there for Jamrock. I'm with you. Jamie, weren't you the guy that said we won't buy anyone in January? We did. Yeah, that is true. That is true. You're correct there. They're correct there. To be fair, we wouldn't have bought in July. In January, if Tottenham never went for Diaz in the January, we would have got him in the summer. So I was about 50%. I was almost right. Basuma says Ran. Yeah, Rohan. Rohan in the house. How you doing, Rohan? Yeah, Basuma. I think Basuma could do a job in Liverpool. I really do. I disagree. Martinelli has more end product than Saka. I think he has more end product than Saka, yeah. I just think Saka's a bit more versatile. And then Saka and is also versatile. Can play up top and on the left. I think with Saka, gang and deep, I think the problem with Saka that he's not getting coached properly at Arsenal. I think Saka could be like Sterling at Man City if he's coached properly, and I think that could happen at Liverpool. What do you reckon about that, my man? Endo is still 5 years younger than me. It's a good point. That is a very, very good point. Excellent, guys. 49 likes. Let's try and get that to 60 likes, guys. So 93 of you watching in the chat. 96 of you watching in the chat right now, guys. Go and hit that thumb button. So that little thumb under my screen right now, you see my lovely face there, and under the screen is a thumb. Go and hit that thumb, guys, and we'll get that almost to 60 likes. Go for it, guys. 60 likes. Saka can play a lot of positions. I love Eze. I remember seeing that QPR. He was a baller already. Yeah. I'm telling you, Eze in a Liverpool team, I'd be very, very, very interested in. And Jamie Fabrizio hates Liverpool. Oh, yeah, I know. You can tell what he doesn't know anything about us in transfer marketing and doesn't post. Yeah, I mean, we don't tell Fabrizio anything. That's the reason. Fabrizio only knows because he talks to agents. That's the only reason. What position would you play Saka in low at forward right? Yeah, I'd play him I'd play him on the right wing then. I'd play him on the right wing when Salah needs a rest. If Salah needs a rest, I'd bring Saka in. If Salah needs to come off as a substitute, I'd bring Saka on in his place. I think Saka could work really, really well in Liverpool. I really do. I think he's got all the abilities to be like Raheem Sterling at Manchester City. He's just been uncoached at Arsenal. And the thing at Arsenal as well, Saka has been overplayed. He's a young kid who's getting completely and utterly burned out. At Liverpool, you could rest him for a little bit and then bring him on. You know, he won't play so much, and I think that'll help him. I think that'll help him. I really do. Dave Eversey Chats wants to come in. Why not? Why not? Dave Eversey Chats wants to come in. He can come in. There's no problem with that whatsoever. Bellingham all day under Klopp. He would be extra special. Saka is another one. Klopp would turn special. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm with the Saka talk, Lee. Big up, Lee. I don't know if it's the first time in the channel, but big up, my friend. Phillips is injury prone, very injury prone. Ward-Prowse wouldn't be a bad sign, especially considering his homegrown quarter. Yeah, you've got to remember about the homegrown stuff, guys. You have to have a maximum of homegrown footballers in your team. They're the rules. Very unfortunate, but they're the rules. And yeah, I'll tell you what, Ward-Prowse is a decent player. Very decent player. Yeah, I agree. Bellingham would slot straight in just in case of how much it cost. Yeah, I agree. Alan Smith joined United directly. Remember, yeah, that is very true, Trudon. That is very true. But yeah, and he's a lead boy through and through. That's pretty Dave LFC. Alan Smith joined United directly. Remember, yeah, that is very true, Trudon. But echo there, Dave.
Yeah, you now can you hear me?
Yeah, that's good, mate. How are you, fella?
It's like I'm in heaven here. Look behind me.
Sure, why?
This is what it'll be like on Saturday night. I will be in heaven, baby.
How you been, fella?
Listen, I'm just looking forward. I'm going to meet you. I think you're coming down, aren't you?
Yeah, I'll be in Liverpool Saturday morning about 9:30. My train gets in.
I'll be in Liverpool Friday morning.
Oh, there you go. 24 hours on the piss before me.
I'll be in. Yeah, I'm flying in early. I actually have to fly to Manchester, believe it or not. I couldn't get into Liverpool from Dublin. Sold out. I couldn't get in. So I'm flying to Manchester, jump on a train straight down. It's only an hour. I've done it before. Into Liverpool for a bit of breakfast.
a liquid breakfast. A liquid breakfast in yoga. That's the way to go. That's the way to go.
Can't wait.
I've got to just get through all these comments. So many comments. I think there's like 87 people in the chat right now. So
I'll tell you what, you're absolutely smashing it at the moment. I seen at one of your live shows you nearly 400 live. So what the hell?
I mean, My watch along for the final day of the season did 14,000 views.
What? What are you doing?
It's the pretty face, Dave.
You must have some magic, some magic little fucking, you know. But anyway, I'll talk to you off air about it on the weekend.
Love to see Harvey Elliott break through with no injuries next season, says Lee. I think Harvey Elliott will have a massive say next season, guys. Really will. The only rate that you got to remember with Harvey Elliott, at the beginning of this season, Harvey Elliott started the season. Let's not forget.
Yeah.
Completely started the season. Then he got injured. As soon as he came back from injury, Jurgen Klopp put him straight back in and then realised it was just too soon for him. That's why you haven't seen much of him this season because, you know, Klopp's looking after him. He's only a young boy at the end of the day.
You'll see a lot more of him. Caden Gordon as well as a proper player.
Yeah, Gordon's going to be an exceptional player. You'll be set. We'll be selling Minamino when he's got a left on his contract. What's he got left on his contract? I think he's got a couple of years, so he does need.
I think it's 2 years. I only have to do a live show there, Jamie. I'd keep Taki Minamino. I'll tell you why I would keep him.
Go on, go for it, mate.
There's 3 reasons. One, he can get a goal from nowhere. He's got a bit of X factor about him. 2, he doesn't cause any problems in the squad. He's a quiet lad, goes about his business. Apparently, he's really nice now, you know, between the lads, no problems, no issues. And 3, he really trains hard, gives it all. They're players you can't just pick them out of the air and buy them. Origi was in there and he's gone. I don't want to get rid of 2 players like that. You know, I'd keep him. I'd keep him.
I agree. Unless Liverpool get a good deal for Taki, I don't see him going anywhere. Unless it all depends what we do in the summer as well. I mean, everyone's going on about forwards and that. Look, I've already said I've got a feeling after Saturday. I think after Saturday, I don't know how you noticed that my tooth fell out. My tooth fell out.
Well, I'm from heaven here. Look, I'm up in heaven here. God,
it's gone so bright behind you as well.
Liverpool will win.
You're just missing the halo
next season.
You're just missing the halo, Dave. On top, that's all you're missing. It's around your waist. That's where the halo is.
Did you ever see that film from the 80s? I'm a real 80s boy. Did you ever see the film? What was it called? The one where the eggs from the aliens are in the they're in the swimming pool and they all get younger when they touch the eggs, the alien eggs.
Yes, I do remember that. I can't remember what it's called.
What was it called? In the chat.
Anyone in the chat knows it. I know. I used to watch
That's
Stairway to Heaven. I used to watch Stairway to Heaven when I was a kid.
Oh my God!
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
That'll make you cry at the end. The music and they're walking up the road. They're walking up the road.
But with the Minamino, yeah, I think Minamino will stay because I was saying after Saturday, I think we find out a lot what happens after Saturday. I've got a feeling next Tuesday or Wednesday, I think we might get just like a breaking news thing on Twitter that Salah and Mane have signed new contracts.
What do you think of Bobby? I mean, the 3 of them are out in a year's time. I mean, they're all 30. What do you do? What do you do?
I think Bobby has the less value out of the 3 of them.
Yeah.
And with his injury issues, he's getting a lot of muscle injury issues now. That's the problem with Bobby. It's a lot of muscle injuries issues. So I think Bobby will just see out the last year and he get this like amazing, this amazing send off.
He might go back to Brazil. Brazil.
Yeah, I think I just don't see where he
fits in.
I don't see the value in re-signing Bobby to a new contract.
No,
but I do with Mane and Salah. Completely
Bobby's the type of player that can only fit certain types of systems. You know, he's a really system player, and only certain systems suit him. Whereas Mane and Salah would basically play anywhere along the front line. And look at the great job that Mane has been doing at number 9 for us this season. I mean, he's just been brilliant this season.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Bobby out of those 3 is the one that's probably most jeopardy, I would think.
And with Carvalho coming in a way, the team are talking. I think, Paul Joyce, Neil Jones basically said that Liverpool look at Carvalho as playing all the areas up front and the number 10 role, which almost tells me he's Bobby's replacement long term. So, yeah, I think it reminds me of a young Philip Coutinho. What I've seen of Carvalho looks like diamond. Do you think Milner will stay on?
You get a year. I think you get another year.
Yeah,
I do.
I think John Moore said in the chat as well earlier that if he was going to leave, they would have done something at the end of the season.
Yeah, exactly. Would have gave him a send-off.
Yeah, Milner would have got a massive send-off.
Yeah.
And Milner did look a bit teary, didn't he, after the game with his family and all that.
I think he was just bollocksed.
I think he was just confident. I think he was just taking everything in. I mean, with what I love about Milner, I know he's a Yorkshireman, Leeds are strong at his heart, but I think he's got a big place for Liverpool as well. I think they're the two clubs, and
he's another one of those players, Jamie, that you can't buy. You just can't buy his experience. You can't buy what he's been through, what he does probably on the training ground to all the younger lads coming up. Give him another season. He probably wants a job in the staff anyway. Probably the following year, he probably end up at Liverpool. He has all the coaching badges, I think, anyway.
Yeah, he's got to be. He's amazing for the young guys. I mean, I remember when we had to play the young guys. Was it the season before? And Milner stayed with him, didn't he? And, helped him out and everything. So yeah, he's doing great. Guys, I've just seen my subs. I'm on 1,210 subs. At the beginning of the day, I was on 1,000 and
wow.
I was on 1,140. So I've had 60 new subs in one day. Absolute madness.
No, you've been brilliant. I've been watching you over the last few weeks. I mean, you've really. Do you know what it is? And I'm sure you know. It's about consistency in this game. It's about consistency and going live. I never really did much live shows. I just don't have enough bloody time. You know what I mean, Jamie? You need time to go live.
Yeah, exactly. I have all the time in the world at the moment because of my daughter and all that. So we can't really.
Penny, is that her name? Penny?
Yeah, Penny. And because of her problems, we can't really work.
Star of the show.
Yeah, she's in charge. She's the boss. And so I have all the time in the world at the moment. I'm just working with my backside off to do what I can, you know.
Do you know what? DJ Shenanigan is after saying the name of the film. It's Cocoon.
Cocoon, that's it. That's it.
I'm in Cocoon.
With the old dears, ain't it? Yeah.
yeah. That's it.
The actress, what's the actress's name? The woman from Driving Miss Daisy, ain't it?
Yeah. And the main guy in it is the guy out of Police Academy.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. No, we're there now. Walt Prowse, yeah. I like Walt Prowse. I think he's a fantastic footballer.
He'd be another quality addition. Okay, he mightn't start every game, but it's just like having a toolbox, isn't it? It's like Liverpool's like a toolbox, basically. That's the way my analogy is. Klopp is basically like an electrician or some guy that goes out onto the construction site with a top of the range toolbox and he takes out a tacky minamino, you know what I mean? To finish off the nail. But that's what you need. You need a good toolbox. And Liverpool have had a fantastic toolbox. We've been giving out about this team for a few seasons, Jamie, saying we haven't had enough. The dog's going mad. Klopp's going mad. That we haven't had a toolbox. And now we have the toolbox. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we have all the tools.
Let the dog out the back here.
Yo, Virgil, be out, mate. Hope you're doing well. Congrats on 1K, mate. Thank you very much for the old Virgil. Appreciate it. Someone was saying Ward Prowse, but I think it's more like a big Villa or Newcastle. Yeah, Villa are moving in the transfer market already. Statman, how you doing, my friend? Can't wait to see you Saturday as well. If Sadio and Salah don't sign, I think we have to sell in this window. Don't want to see them go for free. Yeah, I agree. I don't think both of them will go.
No.
So Bayern Munich won't let Lewandowski leave to Barcelona until they got a replacement. And they're looking at Mane and another fella who plays in Germany already. I can't remember his name right now. And
the question is, Jamie, you let one of them go. Where did you get the goals from? Where did you get 20 plus, maybe even 30 plus for Salah? Where did you get them goals from?
Salah, I've had this discussion already. Salah's impossible to replace. Like, impossible. You can't find. You just have to do it in another. It's like we never ever replaced Coutinho. We just went about it a completely different way and got a new goalkeeper and defender in. And I think Shaqiri was part of it, Fabinho. So all that came with that money. And we actually never replaced Coutinho. With Salah, you just can't. The only person I could think of that could actually replace Salah is probably Mbappé. But obviously Mbappé is staying at PSG. And even Mbappé isn't guaranteed to get most numbers in the Premier League.
Erling Haaland isn't even guaranteed to get it. Nobody's guaranteed. You know,
it's a madness. The man's got 3 golden boots in 5 years, and he only missed out on 1 goal last season to get 4. And he's a winger. It's just not even a striker.
But you have to look at the business side of it as well. I mean, We're not the business. We're the fans looking at it, wanting everything. We want everybody to sign for Liverpool. We don't care what the wages are. We don't care how much it's going to cost. We don't care about their age. We just want them to play. But you have to look at the business side of it. And FSG, to be fair to them, I know Michael Edwards is there. He's his last year. He's leaving now, and Julian Ward's coming in. But they've done a brilliant job. I can't particularly say they haven't. They've been brilliant. They've been the stars of the show as well in the background. All the guys in the background have been brilliant. So I expect them to get it right this time as well, Jamie.
Yeah, we're a well-run club. Man United would love to be how well-run we are. Let's put it that way. We're a very well-run club. Why would Mane want to go low? That is a point. Look, I just think it's a weird one that Bayern Munich want to replace Lewandowski with Mane. I don't. And look, Mane's not going to exactly get a massive contract at Bayern Munich because that's not really what they do. I think if Liverpool sit down after the Champions League final, as I said, after that's finished, I think Liverpool will sit down with all these boys and put out new deals. And if they put out a deal that Mane likes, he's signing it, guys. He ain't going to go nowhere. He just wants to be... Mane just wants to be loved. He's one of them players who just wants to be loved, knows he's loved, and then he'll go out there and give you 100% every week. Yeah. I love Mane for that. Salah at the moment, I'm really 50-50 on. I'm really 50-50 on Mo at the moment.
What do you mean, the sign? Or you? What do you mean?
Mo in general. Because I don't know what Mo Salah wants. This is what's annoying me now with his contract. Because he says
this is what I heard, right? I heard it's not the money. Do you know what it is? It's the length of contract. It's the length. I think Liverpool were offering 3 years and he wants 5 or 4. You know, do you understand? So
he's never going to get 5. But
whatever. It's the length of contract. I don't in particularly say it's the money. I think the money's okay, 350, 380. But I think it's the length of contract being 30. He's a year left. Will we give you 2? Will we give you 3? Will we give you 4? That type of thing, you know?
I can understand the club's point in that as well because you never know when a player dips. And if a player dips when they're in their like early 30s, you've got no sell-on value. And
that's exactly what FSG are looking at. Yeah.
So at the end of the day, we might not like it as fans, but you've got to put yourself in a business model as well. And people might not like it, but football's business now. Football is a business. That's why multi-billion-pound ownerships come in and all this sort of stuff. It's a business. So I'd love Mo to stay. Nothing will want. I don't really want anyone to leave the club. I don't think we need to sell anybody. But yeah, if it's crazy. I just want Mo to sign the contract, get back down to what he did last season. But I do see dips in Mo's game, and I think FSG see dips in Mo's game, and that's why
they'd be looking at scientific charts, Jamie, equations. Yeah. They'd be looking literally at what he's been doing all season. They have monitors on them and all this when they're running around and stuff like that. Yeah, they'll see dips and they'll see reasons why you should be paying them that wage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Trudon, hang on, mate.
Yeah, you're okay, buddy.
Oh, Trudon. There's the answer to your question.
Whoa, the New Jersey.
There's the answer, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's so much nicer in person than it is when you see it online.
It looks very plain, though.
Yeah, it is plainish, but it's got that 05 vibe.
Yeah.
2005 vibe, especially with the collar. I won't give you my size because it's embarrassing. And I like it on the back.
97 on the back, it's a nice touch, isn't it?
What I like about it, it's more looser fitting than the last season's kit.
But there is 2 types, isn't there? A stadium jersey and a normal
stadium, and then the player one, ain't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. My wife got me this as a present.
Wow.
I didn't even know about it.
I'll be having a look in the Mega Store on Friday, beside Anfield.
Yes. Have you been in the Mega Store before?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, fucking massive, isn't it? It's huge. I love it. Even the one in town is good as well.
I've been in the one in town and the one shopping centre. Shopping centre.
Yeah, I like the Everton one next to it. It's called Everton 2, ain't it? And it's about this big. Absolutely hilarious.
Man City's is a post box.
It's a PO box. Paqueta's a good. I think he's going to Newcastle, Steve. By the sounds of it, because he's good mates with Bruno Guimaraes, isn't he? Plus, Ruben Neves can take. Yeah, well, so we've been talking about Ruben Neves. I don't know if you heard about it. We're looking at midfielders that can possibly come in, and I like Ruben Neves. I think he's a talented boy. but Wolves want 70 million for him, which is
that's way out of the league.
What I like about Ruben Neves is he's very good on the ball, and he is a Thiago type player. But the problem is at Wolves he can't prove that because everyone he plays with is behind him instead of in front of him. So he can't prove it. He can't show his playmaking skills off. With Liverpool, if he's in a Liverpool midfield, he'll have 8 players in front of him where he can show them skills. It's same with Jota when he was at Wolves. He couldn't show the real potential because they played in such a defensive way. And yeah, that's why I don't always look at the teams they play for, because if you do that, teams set up in different ways that sometimes stranglehold certain players.
Penny's going mad. Penny, the boss is coming for you, Jamie.
Oh, yeah, she's coming up the stairs, hopefully going to bed. If they don't sign, I think Greed will have made them silly because of the opportunity greatness this side has right now is unreal. Yeah, I just don't know where Salah goes. That's my problem. He ain't going to PSG now. Yeah. He ain't going to Real Madrid.
PSG was the big point there if Mbappé went to Madrid. I think that was the shoe-in, wasn't it? But now that's not happening. Yeah. You know.
Yeah, definitely. Hang on 1 second.
That's what happens when you're live, guys. That's what happens when you're live. Unfortunately, you know, right, Jamie?
Yeah, bloody kids. Don't have them. That's what you Mane could go to a bigger club like Real where his status will go. Whoa. Arsenal for life. Bigger club.
You're getting girls going mad and my dog's going mad at the bloody door.
Arsenal for life. I love you. You come into the chat. You're a good person. But whoa. Yeah, Real Madrid probably is a bigger club. I will give you that. But there ain't much in it. There's not much in it. There's not much. No. Right now, I'd say Liverpool are probably equal with Real Madrid in any kind of way.
Well, I think Liverpool were slight favourites with the bookies.
Yeah.
To win it, so
I think it all depends on certain midfielders being fit as well. I don't think Neves does a lot off the ball like Thiago does. Yeah, that's true. Thiago is very good off the ball. A bit underrated what he does off the ball, actually, Thiago. Very underrated.
I think it's very important, Jamie, before I go, that we have Fabinho and Thiago available. I really do think we need that fulcrum in midfield. What's your starting 11? I presume it's the normal starting 11 we've been basically going with.
Yeah, I think Konate starts the Champions League final.
I'll give you my 11, right? And then you can pick holes in it, okay? Well, Alisson's been brilliant all season for us. So Alisson, Becker in goal. There's no doubt about it. I think Robertson and Trent will start. I think Van Dijk starts, obviously. But I actually think Matip starts, and I'll give you a reason why. And then in midfield, it's just hoping Fabinho, Thiago fit. If they're fit, they start with Hendo. But if they're not, and one of them isn't fit, I think Naby gets a chance. Mm-hmm. And up front, it's Mane, Salah, Diaz. It has to be for me. But the reason I think Matip starts is for the very reason that he gives us a bit more when he can take the ball out. It's a big pitch, the Parc des Princes in Paris. It's a really big, wide pitch. He'll open up their defence a lot more, or their midfield. And you know the way he does these runs? Konate just won't do that. He's more static. Okay, he's more pacey. Yeah. But I don't think it'll be that type of game. I think it'll be more a midfield battle. And I think Matip would suit much more.
Tremendous point. Good point there, Dave. Good point. I agree with that. I don't think our 11 will be much different. At all, to be fair. I think maybe Konate might sneak in over Matip because he has played Champions League games, but I like what you say about Matip playing like in that big pitch, running through. Makes a good point. If I said this a few weeks ago on my channel, if Fabinho is not fit and neither is Thiago, I can see Klopp going Milner, Henderson, Keita. I really can.
Would you not throw Jones in there for a bit of? You think it's too big of a game for Jones?
Yeah, I think Klopp might think it's too much, and he'll go with the experience. I think that's what he'll do. And if he does that, we're going to struggle, in my opinion, because it's about us getting the ball to our front men as quick as possible on the overturn, because Real Madrid can play that possession football, but if you can catch Real Madrid quickly on the counter attack, as we see against Chelsea, PSG, and Manchester City, they're very, very vulnerable. And Liverpool, there's no better team than Liverpool at doing that. So it's very important for Fabinho and Thiago in that midfield to do that.
I think it's going to be a tight game, Jamie. Because I think it could even be penalties again. I really do think. I don't think there's going to be it's going to be a really tight game. No one will want to lose a bleeding Champions League final to a silly goal or whatever.
No.
But I think it's a matter of taking their chances. We're going to get chances against Madrid, but we're going to have to be clinical. They are clinical. They get their chances to bleed and score. We've seen what they did. They probably shouldn't even be in the final. They were lucky against PSG. They were really lucky against Chelsea. I thought Chelsea should have bleed and destroyed them. And then City, we all know what happened against City. So they're in the final because they were clinical. Especially Benzema was clinical. Your man Vinicius is very dangerous, very pacey. You want to keep an eye on him too. I'm more worried about him nearly than I am about Benzema, Vinicius. But I think the key is, Jamie, take our chances, keep it tight at the back, just be clinical, no regrets on the pitch. I don't want any regrets Saturday night. I got to go. I will talk to you. I'll see you Saturday in Liverpool.
See you Saturday, my man. See you Saturday.
Well, let's do this. The Magnificent Seven, baby. You've seen the film. You'll see the show Saturday night.
Magnificent Seven. Beautiful.
Cheers.
Beautiful. See you later, Dave.
Cheers, mate. Bye.
So that's Dave LFC Chats, guys. Make sure you go and subscribe to his channel as well. Great guy. Obviously, as he says, seeing him Saturday night at the for the Liverpool game. Real Madrid are getting Tchouaméni and we'll have Valverde, Camavinga and Tchouaméni. Yeah, Fazil, that's I said that earlier in the thing, mate. That's what I think is brilliant. Real Madrid are future-proof in their midfield, and you've got to give it to them. They're future-proof in their midfield. How were decided by missing out on the quad by goal, but Villa versus an oil state. Yeah, I know what you mean, but I know what you mean, big man. I know what you mean. He's quality, mate, good finisher, but weak on the ball. He's a lot better than the last Nunes we had. Statman, you're right. Oh, God, Antonio Nunes from Real Madrid. What a load of shite he was. What a load of shite. Fazil, you've said that like 3 times now, mate. Don't spam the chat. I've already read it out. Don't spam the chat, mate. Mods, make sure there's no spamming in the chat, yeah? Assemble mods, no spamming. At Jamie Phillips Football Chats, I watch the Portuguese League, Premier League, Italian League. I don't really watch the League and the French League. Big up. Yeah, I mean, that's why I like. If people have watched a certain league where a player plays, let me know how good they've been all season. Because as I say, with Nunes, I've not watched the Portuguese League. Only seen him in Champions League games, and he looked good then. But as I said, I don't know how many bad games he had. But Jamrock, if you've seen him all season, let me know how he plays, man. Because I listen to people. I really do. If people say he's done well, I will listen to you guys, and I'll believe you. Don't worry. Gomez signed a new deal, not saying that he's not to protect value. So maybe a couple of years. Yeah, I think Gomez will stay and sign on, like you say, like what many United used to do. Yeah, you know, I agree. How much did you watch of Diaz before we signed him? None. That's a good point, Hoff. That's a good point. That's a good point. Good point. I'm staying corrected. Yeah, that's a good point, Hoff. That is a good point. I only saw him in Champions League games, to be fair, like you say, and he did look good in Champions League games. So. And he has been good for Liverpool. He has been good for Liverpool. So that's a good point. Good point, my friend. Fazil, I've read this out already. Don't spam the chat, my friend. Don't spam the chat. Any mods, make sure there's no spamming in the chat, mods. Go and do your thing. Hairs of the Cop, piece from the pool. Big up, Hairs of the Cop. Hairs of the Cop, how are you doing, my friend? 40-year-old Virgil, what belt name creased? He had some poor games, but everyone has bad games sometimes. Yeah, cool. I just want to know, guys. I just want to know because, as I say, I'm interested in him. I think he's a Jurgen Klopp kind of attacker. But because I haven't seen him play, I just want a bit of information about him. That's all. Problem is, he's 28 now, so you're not getting him better. No, he's not 28, surely. A show for after the Champions League final, Jamie, about midfielders we need to buy? Yes, certainly. Agree with you on Dembala. 3 to 4 years ago, he was a serious problem, though, but because of injuries, he hasn't developed. That's it. Right, guys, mods, make sure we sort out the spamming in the chat. That's Fazil said that 5 times now. Gagandi. Well done, Charlie. Good man. Big up Charlie in the chat. Dortmund have replaced Haaland Adiami from Salzburg, but by the way, remember that Milan hype. Yeah, he replaced Sancho and didn't have a good season last campaign. Is that the Dutch fella, ain't it? The Dutch fella. Did he not have a good season? See, I've got to watch more European football. Granny the Wolf. Real sad that Tchouaméni won't come to Liverpool. Big yourself out, Granny the Wolf. That's a heck of a name. I would have loved De Paul before he went to Atletico. Yeah, I think Matt off Coppish was bigging him up as well, weren't he? Can you stop spamming the same thing, please, for Sil? Yeah, guys, if you are a moderator and you see spamming in the chat, just put them on like a little timeout. Just put them on the timeout. Because he's not being horrible. He's not saying anything nasty. Just put him on the timeout. On draw, let's big up yourself on draw. Let's get Pogba. Could you imagine? Can we just take a moment to appreciate without Diaz in January, we won't be playing for the treble. Yeah, big up Raging Paul. Big up yourself. Diaz was a quality signing. Villa want Basuma as well as Kamara. Gerrard being backed. Yeah, I mean, free transfer was Kamara, weren't it? Yeah. I think he's Villa level. He's about Villa level, I'd say. I'd rather stick my head down the toilet than use. That's funny. Lions says prediction for the final. Prediction for the final. 4-2 Liverpool. 4-2 Liverpool. Goals galore. Once, but I'm not necessarily after him. Although probs would have him if the price was right, because most teams are after him. Yeah. Bowen would be immense backup for Salah. I love Bowen. Guys, you know how much I love Bowen. I think Bowen's quality. Yeah, Bowen's a good shout. I like Ward-Prowse, particularly when it comes down to free kicks as well. Yeah, I like Ward-Prowse as well. Remember that Carvalho qualifies as homegrown talent. That he does. Good point, Hasselhoff. Good point, my friend. Man United conference shit. Tchouaméni to Madrid legit. Yeah, unfortunately, my friend. Unfortunately, it is. But thank you for coming into the chat. I appreciate it. Hope you liked and subscribed to the channel as well. Big up to yourself. Much respect, much love. Thank you very much. And that's to everyone who subscribed to the channel and liked what they've seen so far. Much respect to everybody on here. Really is. Weather is lovely down here, lads. Big up, Stephen. Big up, Stephen. Dave, you going to wear a Liverpool top on your way to Manchester Airport? Oh, I would. I certainly would. We all saw how good Elliot is at the start. He's absolute class. Yeah, I love him. Big up, Dave. This is how far the chats go. Dave left like 5 minutes ago. Bowen in, tacky out, shake it all about, do the hokey cokey and turn around. Yeah, Bowen. Yeah, I love Bowen every day of the week. I love him. M's A. Us being linked with a DM. Think we might try 2 pivot, then Elliot, Carvalho, Jones, Bobby to play the 10 role. Yeah, because that's a good point, M's A, actually, because the Liverpool journalists that I do believe you, Paul Joyce and Neil Jones, they have been saying that Liverpool see Carvalho in that 10 role or in anywhere in the front line. And they made a point of saying the number 10 role. You might be on to something there, my friend. Might be on to something. I can see Brighton or Southampton come for a Minamino. Will want to play regularly. Yeah, Leeds as well. I mean, Jesse March had him at Salzburg. So that might be one to think about. Nick Nack. I love the name Nick Nack. 1, they're my favourite crisps. 2, it's just a good name. So pick yourself up, Nick Nack. No harm in keeping Bobby 1 more year than letting him go on free. Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel. Minimum of a free transfer in 2024. I think he's above their level low. Yeah, maybe. I agree, 1 more season. Jesus Christ. Sorry, guys. The chats go so far, but I like reading out the chats, guys. It's one of my favourite things to do. So I can debate with you if you have a good question in the chat. I never want to miss it out, you know. Might be, but also want regular games. I think like Ox. Keep Milner in a coaching role next season. Yeah, Milner's just very important to the club behind the scenes as well as what you see out on the pitch. Good evening, guys. Great show as usual. The movie you're all talking about is Cocoon. Big up, Andrew. Jesus Christ. I've got to get through so much comments. And I always do because you guys are beautiful and brilliant. It's Nath Star. Just subscribe. Good content. Oh, big up yourself. Big up yourself. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, my friend. I really do. Really do appreciate that. Seen an LFC fan on Twitter being open to the idea of Pogba. Oh, dear. Guys, there's 82 people watching right now. Hit that like button. We're on 64 likes. We're 6 away from 70. So if you don't know what the like button is, it's that little thumb underneath the screen right now. Go and hit that little thumb. Put your cursor over it on your computer or press it on your phone or tablet. 65. Let's keep it going. Let's get to 70 likes, guys. Big up yourselves. Milner be brilliant on the coaching staff. The academy lads coming through, setting standards exactly. DJ was a movie called Cocoon. It was. Subscribe. Big up MZ. Look at this. Beautiful people. Beautiful people. Subscribing. I'm going to get through all of your chats as well before we go. I guarantee it right now. Subbing away. Subbing away. Just dubbed today. First time I've seen you. You're good, mate. You know what you're talking about. Oh, big yourself up as well. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Love, guys. DJ, yes. And he listened to us a bunch of randoms too, which is nice. Big yourself up, Nick Nack. No, I listen to all you guys. Anyone who's got a decent comment to say and a decent question. I love debates as well. Debate shows are one of my favourite things. So I like YouTube for debates as well. And if you've got a question we can debate over, I love it. And all you guys sub to the channel and like videos. So I should read all your comments out and listen to what you got to say. Do you know what I mean, guys? Pink Panther. I used to love that cartoon when I was a kid. And the film. Liverpool is what he says. And that's all he needs to say. Big up. Me is a legend. Leads by example. Clock trust him. Yeah, big up. 40-year-old Virgil, we're going to replace Taki's output with money. We could get hit for him, Jamie. Yeah. I mean, where are we going to replace Taki's output with the money we could get from? That is a good point. What was Taki's stats this season? When it like 9 starts and 10 goals or something like that, or 10 starts and 11 goals? You know how ridiculous that is? That output is fantastic. That is a quality output. That is a good point. That is a good point. Unless you go buy a player who's got to play more than Taki and get equal amount of goals to games, then there's no point replacing him. You know what I mean? We are getting, I think, 106 million. Yeah, 106 million from Champions League. And if you win it, it's almost close to 200 million, I do believe. Tony. Hi to you. Steve's in the house, my good friend. Sub to the channel, guys. James often on all of my channels. So check us both out. Yeah, guys, go and check out my good friend Statman Stubbs Football Channel. That's his channel name right there. I was on his channel last night as well. I'm on his channel, I think, twice a week, most weeks, guys. So go and check him out as well. He's a good friend of mine as well. We're meeting him up in Liverpool over the weekend. It's going to be a great time. Go and check him out, guys. And send him some love. Haaland was only 3rd top goal scorer in Bundesliga. That's because of injuries. This is what I keep saying, Haaland. Injuries. There's a lot of them. Liverpool battling with Real Madrid for players. Everton are battling with Brighton. Matty Smith, you're good, man. Cavallo looks like a young Coutinho too. He does, don't he? He does. He's just a bit more darker skin, a bit more tanned than what Coutinho was, wasn't he? But he's still got the hair, the same sort of height, like stature. Yeah, I agree. Absolutely agree. Blessings to all. Blessing to you as well, Jay. You're the man. Yeah, I heard that similar to Genie. He wants extra year. Hey, Jamie, leave Everton alone. I'll leave him alone, Matty. Don't you worry. Dave, you see City's parade. Seen Ho. 4 goals, 2 assists for Neves last season. That's hardly a £70 million player. To be fair, Nick Nack, he plays in such a defensive-minded team, don't he? he plays in such a defensive-minded team that I think his output would be better if he played for Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? But for 70 million, I am not touching him for 70 million. I do agree with that. Around 40 million because of his age. He is a Portuguese international at the end of the day. So I would probably go around that. Jack Mack in the house. How you doing, Jackie boy? Just come home. Been out. How you been, Jack? Hope you've been good, my man. EU with his team. Alisson, Virgil, Ibu, Trent, Robbo, Fabinho, Thiago, Hendo, Diaz, Mane and Salah. That's a tremendous 11. Ibu to handle Vinny Jr. I agree. Logan, Liverpool for life. Big up, Logan. Big yourself up, my friend. Big yourself up. Thanks for coming in, Logan. Thanks for coming in, EU, for your lovely comments. Matip, experience over Konate's experience. Only thing that worries me is Vinicius' pace. I agree, Stephen. Jas Karen. Is that how you say that? I'm sorry if I get your names wrong, by the way, guys. I am not a great reader. Jas Karen. Is it Jas Karen? Is that how you say it? If we play Milner and Henson, we're going to be 3-0 down by half time. Yeah, I agree. I do. I do agree. Well, the only way you get experience is actually experiencing stuff. That's start e-book. Big up EU. Big up EU. Just Karen. Even if Fabinho and Thiago half it, they did play. I sort of agree with that, my friend. Evening, Gary. Exactly. You're lucky to be playing inside as weak as Real Madrid final. Harry Morgan in the house. We should get Frankie de Jong ASAP or Ryan Gravenberch. Ryan Gravenberch is a player I absolutely adore. I love Ryan Gravenberch. I'd have him in an heartbeat. You can get him for probably 30, 40 mil as well. Maybe cheaper. I'd get Gravenberch. Frankie de Jong, what are our Barcelona asking for? About 70 mil? Good footballer. 4 days until our game changes our lives. Yeah, big up. Real Madrid will win. Come. No. They are basically us from 05, lucky to get through. Wow. I trust our recruitment team to get a good alternative to Tchouaméni. So do I, my friend. So do I. Chris Redwood's in the house. Casemiro is 30. Real Madrid for life. Pick yourself up. Liverpool never give up. Liverpool for life. We have a little fight off here. Big up Jack and Steve. Nightmare deal that we got bumped with Mark Cologne. Yeah, that was bad, wasn't it? It was bad. 73 likes on the show, guys. Thank you very much. Big up John. He's a good player. Needs to work on his link-up play. His passing accuracy is really low/bad forward. But I was doing some research the other day on Suarez's passing. Suarez is the man. Nunes chipped Alisson twice at Anfield. That is very true. I would take Nunes, quality finisher. Yeah. I'm getting you, guys. I'm getting you. Didn't Southampton sign Mane from Salzburg? Yeah. Adeyemi is German. Good finisher, high up work rate, runs channels, will drift wide when he has to. Good error lead, will occupy by centre-backs for City, Chelsea or Tottenham when we play them. Good point. 3-1 Liverpool next game. Mohamed in the house as well. Big up Mohamed. Hope you're doing well, mate. Hope you're doing well, of course. Liverpool should sign left wingers this summer. We've got plenty of left wingers, Mohamed. You right wingers, man. That leaves our wing forwards 1v1, which is good. Add another tricky wing forward like Cuckoo. With Diaz and Nunes becomes a real problem. Big yourself up. Jamrock, thanks for the thanks for that, Jamrock. That's what I want to see. What Jamrock's done there is a bit of information I can take in. I like all that sort of stuff. So if I don't know it, guys, give me the information if you know it, and I'll shout you out. Did best for Ronaldo in Brazil, did play for Real Madrid. If, God forbid, Salah does leave, Jamie, which right wing would you sign? What's your opinion on Serge Gnabry? I don't know. Serge Gnabry is a decent footballer. I always say it. Replacing Salah's impossible because you're not going to replace that goal input as a right-sided winger or inside forward. It's a difficult one. Maybe you just go Nunes and you put Mane out on the right-hand side. And then you look the following season. I'm not sure. You got John Conway. The reason why some in the fan base want a striker is simply because Even though we have 2 forwards who score a lot of goals, we don't have any clinical forwards. Yeah, I hear that, Jamrock. I do hear that. I agree as well. If we do the treble, I'm getting Klopp tap. What a man, demigod laugh. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it, my man. Why not? How many do you think we'll bring in and sell? I think we'll sell about. I think we'll let 5 or 6 players go in the summer, either on sell or loan. You're not getting a treble as a City fan. Okay, all right, chill. Not having the clinical forwards are rare. It's ugly heads in big games, in finals a lot. That's where we tend to struggle. Jamrock, I do agree with you, my friend. I really do agree with you. Don't you worry, I agree with you, my man. It's great that you listen to all our comments, even the dumb ones. Go for it, man. Go for it. I love the dumb ones. Are my favourite. Dumb ones are my favourite, my man. Nunez is a clinical striker who fixes that problem. Jamrock, you're convincing me. You're convincing me. Rich Sports says you're welcome to Pogba, Jamie. If you don't know, Rich Sports, guys, is a Man United fan. Good bloke as well. Diamond geezer. Yeah. Who will be the first Liverpool signing? Well, Carvalho officially is, ain't it? Love, you'll be here all night if you read out all these comments. Big up, Jamie. I found you through Coppish. You might have already covered this, but who would you like instead of Tchouaméni? Now we think he's off to Madrid. Gravenberch, Basuma, Vieira from Porto, I really like. I've seen him a few times. The few times I have seen him, I think, talent. Gravenberch I've seen a few times, talented boy. Basuma I see every week almost, and, you know, talent. Yeah, one of them 3. But yeah, probably someone we don't even think about, guys. It's bound to be someone we haven't even thought about that Liverpool pop up with. Jamie loves a 2-hour stream, 3 hours a day, big up. Big up, Steve. Romano says Nunez is going to Man United. Pogba was a problem for Man United for all years. Hi, Stephen. Tacky with Messi stats. Yes. Maybe he can be your problem for a bit. Hi, Rich. Tacky being potentially replaced is not for money, according to Klopp. He can't give Tacky the playing time Klopp believes he deserves. Hi. Tacky is a big reason why we won the League Cup and the FA Cup. Romano's a tappy merchant. Yes, he is. Damir, is it? Damir? Liverpool should reach to Chivarodi because this fella is going to shine on the pitch. Oh, big up. I mean, yeah. Exactly. It's a balance of keeper score players for cups and subs. City Prague was like waiting for a coach. I generally don't see the difference in City signing hard and already scoring 90+ a season. What's the difference between 5 and 7? Oh, I know. I get you. They don't have fans though, Chris. That is a point. Ryan Gravenberch off to Bayern Munich. That's what I've heard, but I really do like him. I really do. I like him. Anyone remember what happened the last time we were 3-0 down at half-time Champions League final? I do, John. I believe it was Almighty. Cash in on Salah, says Gary. Jesus. I always liked Gnabry even when he played for Arsenal. Yeah, good player. I'm not sure on him. Gnabry is good, but very inconsistent. I'm Japanese. I'm happy that Taki is active in a team like Liverpool, which is loved by the world and everyone. Good luck. Pick yourself up. Big up. I don't know what your name is because I really can't pronounce your name in Japanese, obviously. So I do apologise for my silliness, but thank you very much for your lovely comment. I appreciate it. Red Scout, TTTV, Ibrahim Sangore from PSV. Yeah. That's one everyone's talking about as well. Big yourself up, Red Scout. Thanks for coming in with your information. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Do you think we should be looking at McNeil from Burnley, quality left foot? Or tell you what, McNeil's a quality footballer. I think people will be after him in the summer. There's no doubt about it. Serge Gnabry. Ibrahim's PSV. they can do what Taki, which Tchouaméni. I'm going mad now. Two shoes too many. Can be linked. Yeah, I agree. I've seen this name about. Is he the one who's got a 37.5 million release clause? Ain't he? Is that the player? Tchouaméni. I mean, no, there's a reason Burnley got relegated. Serge Gnabry did play for Arsenal after Sarah Byrne. That is true. Burnley are heavily in debt. We'll have to sell a few players. Yeah, Burnley owe £65 million to. They got fined and have to pay £65 million now. They got relegated. So, yeah, they're in money troubles. The Reds are training at 11 a.m. tomorrow on YouTube. Yeah, I'm going to check that out. Exactly, probably to get him on the cheap. Bayern are prepared to close on the Ryan Gravenberch deal. Final bonuses to be agreed with Ajax and the deal will be completed. Teo, just subscribe to the channel. We are Liverpool. Big up yourself, my friend. Thank you very much for subscribing. Jamie, watch us announce the CM after Champions League final. Big up, Ali. Love you, chaps. Long Liverpool. See you in a bit. Big up to me. I think I got to the end of the chat. Wow, did it? Got to the end of the chat. Oh man, you guys have been fantastic as always. Guys, I'm gonna have to leave it there. I've got things to do. I've got things to go and do now. But guys, thank you for everyone commenting on the video today. Don't forget to leave a like on this video, guys. Go and smash that like button on the video right now. That'd be really important to me, guys. Likes mean a lot, especially to the channel. It helps the algorithm and all that sort of stuff on YouTube. Helps more people come and see the channel. So I really do appreciate all the love today, guys. I really do. I'll be back tomorrow, guys. I'll be back at 7:45 p.m. tomorrow because I've got the Europa Conference League final between Roma and Feyenoord. Oh, I said PSV there. Between Roma and Feyenoord, guys, on the channel, live watch along on the channel. Come and get involved, guys. Come and chat with me on the channel. Come and get involved. Have a laugh with me. Get in the comments. I like commentating over the games. A lot of people like my commentary on the games as well. So if you like that sort of thing, you want to come in and watch along with me, I'll be watching it, commentating on the game. So you can watch the game as well. Turn the telly onto mute and listen to me commentate because it's far better than the commentators on telly. And we'll have a laugh, guys. Get your questions into the chat. We'll have a good time tomorrow. 7:45 p.m. The watch along European Conference League final between Roma and Feyenoord. I hope to see you all tomorrow, guys. I really do. Really do. Much love to everyone here. But apart from Cornet and Tarkowski and Pope, can't see too many Burnley players in demand. And congratulations, mate. You're smashing it. Jamie, I really enjoy watching your content. Good work. Thank you, John Conway. See you soon. Have a good day. Thank you. Big up, Jamie. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you for coming in today. Thanks for the stream, dude. No worries. Cheers, Jamie. Take care. Cheers, Jamie. Never walk alone. Can't be any worse than the Shark and BT Sport. It's better. Don't you worry. Graham 3-0 Liverpool and 2-0 Roma. Guys, so I'll see you a bit later. I've got things to do, places to be. Thank you very much for everything, guys. I do appreciate it. Until next time. Till tomorrow, Europa Conference League final. Make sure you join me at 7:45 p.m. tomorrow. Much love, guys. See you soon.